Okay. Now, one thing to pay attention to on reverse mortgages is the cost. Okay, they're very, very expensive compared to like a regular loan. But most companies out there have the freedom to go ahead and to help, depending upon the situation with the government, they can actually help you out with the cost on it. So I recommend that you compare from one company to the next. Even though the actual investment itself is all done through the government, what have you, you could get better rates through some. You can get more cash back through others, or what have you, and it makes sense to compare. And basically, it comes down to a couple of things here, and it's really quite simple. The first thing that I would like to look at is, the cost of it. How much are you charging me to go ahead and get this reverse mortgage? How much is it going to cost me? Number two, and that the most expensive part to that is usually the government mortgage insurance. Okay, and that's the biggest part of it. But a lot of times these can be reduced or in fees waived and things of this nature. Okay, so get the whole picture and say, okay, how much after whatever is getting cut out, how much am I going to have to pay for this? Also, the other thing to look at it too is the interest rate. Now the interest rates are nice and low now, but they're between certain banks or lenders out there. There could be as high as the difference is like 1.5%. And keep in mind that the interest does compound year after year after year. So the higher your balance goes up, that interest rate is going to be affecting that. So it makes sense to look at, because eventually this home is going to go to whomever inherits it, and you obviously you would want them to get as much equity out of it. So to get the lowest interest rate, to get the lowest cost, are very, very important. And obviously, you'd want to look at how much cash out I'm going to get too. Here is cash out. Basically maybe the only time in your life that you're going to be able to get this much money to actually put to work for you, whether you're going to just put it in a CD or some kind of government vehicle, or you get an annuity, or even like some of the more adventurous people out there to purchase a home and just rent it out. And obviously in today's marketplace, a lot of them, homes out there are very, very reasonable. And if you have a lot of cash, you can, a lot of people buy them cash and rent out homes. And now all of a sudden their heirs, while they're alive on the planet, they're going to have this rental income, and their heirs are going to go ahead and inherit both homes at the end of the reverse mortgage. So there's lots of different things to look at it, but again, the simplest way to look at it are the three aspects of it. What's the interest rate on the reverse mortgage? What are my costs on it? How much cash out am I getting? Those are the things that you should really pay attention to.